Hey y'all, and welcome back to Banished, where we are, well, still recovering from that wonderful food crisis from last episode. However, this episode you're gonna see it be a little bit different than before. We're gonna do a couple minutes of real time. I'm kind of gonna go back to the original Banished format when I recorded it, which was talk about plans, do some things real time, do a little bit of a sped up just so we can kind of get through the series a little bit quicker, and see if that helps entertainment value here. So out here in the logging camp, you can see people are starting to settle down. We have a few tents. This is kind of like our compound, you could say, of people living out here. There's still one empty tent. I might end up adding just one new one here. And I think this is kind of, it's a different way to build an outpost. It's not something that I normally have done, but I think it's gonna turn out well. Village Inn. Oh, that looks lovely. It's a lovely village inn. Alright, let's find, where were these tents? Okay, there it is. Okay, so we'll get that built, and let's see. We don't have any extra builders, but we also don't really have any extra schools. Our school over here is full of students, which is fine. Anyone who's going to bleed over will just become a laborer, and that's reasonable in my opinion. You know. We are having a population shortage, for sure, as you can see up here. Our population easily went from 120 down to 60, so it halved. If I had access to a city hall, I would show you guys the graphs and stuff, but I do not, so we are stuck like this. Alright, so they need to move this storage around a little bit, and once they do, we will be able to try and plan out exactly how this is going to work. So these three areas are going to be hardwood. This is going to be the hardwood kind of facility for us. I want to probably get a little bit of a dirt path just going through here. We'll probably keep the gatherer's hut here. We'll probably do a couple fisheries just up through here. This will translate a little bit into more of a town, small town, nothing crazy. Not as probably sprawling or even probably as big as the industrial mining town. As far as I'm aware, there's not a crazy amount of stuff we could do with hardwood. I mean, we could do joinery and things like that, but I feel like that's stuff to do in the city, and this town out here is more to support gathering hardwood to ship out. So we'll kind of ignore that for now. Let's clear some trees out here just so we can see what's going on. In fact, we'll leave this stockpile up for now. I think that's fine. And we'll do times 10. And let's even think about road laying here. But we do have one builder. There we go. Now, you guys have also seen some previous ships come through with animals and stuff. That's probably something we want to try and get into as soon as possible as well. See if we can't extend our farms. I can't see the road that I just laid out there due to the trees. It's a bit of a nuisance. Alright, yeah, you can see trader just now coming in here, and this is, I think, seeds. Seeds, not super important. I'm more worried about our livestock trader, but we don't have enough population to really throw people in that section. What I do want to do is throw one person in each our mines again. Okay, and hopefully that'll try and slowly bring this area back to life, which is gonna be necessary because we still need tools. You know, if we run out of tools and have a population shortage, I am afraid for the future at that point. We're down to 2 laborers. Our population's probably aging just due to the sudden decrease and then slowing of growth, which is going to be interesting how that plays out. This area looks so nice, though. Very villagey. Very much what I wanted it to be. Alright, let's come in through here. Can I not see it? I can't see it at all. So what we'll do is we'll just do a normal trick here of harvest all resources and make a visible path we can hopefully take with the road. I'll probably just stick to the shoreline. You know, even on this side, I'll probably just stick to the shoreline. That's fine. Yep, see, already lost person due to old age. See, that's what I was talking about. I'm afraid that might happen more and more the farther along we get here. Do we need more stockpiles? That will become the question. I think so. So we'll do a nice transparent one here. And I'll build a little bit of a shed, I think, over this one. Let's see. Where is that at? What is this? Oh, washing decorations. Ah, things to hang and put around town. That's neat. I like that. Here it is, lean-tos. So we'll do a covering 2. Actually, we'll do a covering 3. Okay, and when that gets built, I'll be able to put the other side on. It's hard to kind of place some of these items when you can't really see how it's gonna hook up. But that's fine. That'll cover up that stockpile. I know some of you probably worry about, you know, how you're going to cover up stockpiles. They can be a little bit of a sore thumb. All right, food is still going up even in the winter here, but this is kind of harvesting, so that's pretty normal. All right, I had to get rid of a builder because I really want my population to remain educated. So this is taking its sweet time to do, but until then, we can have little passing shots of our people here coming in, kind of working its way through its little settlements. And then the mayor's home, you know, we're just calling that the village elder's home, is here in this big plot. A lot of little fences I need to do still, but they're very resource intensive, and they do look nice. I mean, trust me, this looks lovely in my opinion, but we might have to just hold off on doing that for the time being, especially since we're migrating up. There we go. All right, so 2, 3. Let's do 2 and then 3, 2, 1. I kind of want this nice snaking curved roadway to go here and actually join up with this bridge. There we go. And then we'll try and snake this along the river as well. Maybe not on both sides. I don't think we have that second bridge anywhere. Not yet. No, I'm not seeing it. But this is sure fine. So 2, 1, 2, and then we'll just go 3. Get a nice little bend on that side of the bridge. This road might lead somewhere interesting. We'll just have to wait and see how that comes into play over time. There we go. Starting to get some laborers either graduating from the school or just becoming old enough, which is fine. Alright, let's just remove all the resources here that we can. All of this will get stored up, and then we'll think about town layout over here. Now, I probably want, as I said, fishery, maybe a little bit of a main road, just kind of in a nice T shape here. And then everything's going to be built around that. Maybe a little bit over here, not too much. Not too much. And I think there is a trader for hardwood. If we look in here. General trader, native trader, small traders, building material trader. It's pretty neat. Seed trader, general trader. I think that's... Ooh, old town trader. Where's hardwood? You know, maybe it's a market. I know I saw hardwood at some point. Like some sort of waterway here. Where did I see that at? That's the question. That's rather irksome that I can't find it. But I'll look later. I'll find it during the speed build kind of section here, which is right now. so here we are taking a look at the progress made this episode. As you can see, things have changed a little bit. What once was a campsite has evolved into a small village, hamlet, almost even. There's places to fill and more buildings to construct over here. But overall, this is fairly self-sustaining. They are running into some cold issues, it seems, lately. You guys probably noticed that a little bit during the speed section of the video. A lot of these little snowflakes popping up, and I'm trying to figure out a way to solve that while also trying to solve our food problem. We are also down to 5,266 food. When we last left off, I think we're about 15,000 or so food in our stores. So as you can see, it's been slowly going down, down, down. But that's okay. It's at least a slow drip. Not overly aggressive like the last one. So we will be able to manage, I think. I think we'll be able to manage so far. Other things to talk about that we've added. We've added a few little chicken coops. Hopefully to help supplement the food needs of the area. Also a gatherer's hut, of course, is still here, and we added a fishery and 2 of these water scavengers. These are actually pretty good. I like these. They do rather nicely. You know, 200 some food for 1 worker is perfectly reasonable. I mean, our fishery has 2 workers and is only doing about 300. So, you know, you can see you can somehow, you know, get a decent amount of food with just 1 person. Gatherer's Hut's still OP as fuck. Yeah, all these homes, great. Good signs for the future. Hopefully no one is walking too far to get to work. That's always an issue when you are migrating in these type of areas around. As you can see, one of our gatherers has to navigate a good ways to get here. That's not good. It's not ideal. I also turned these on. These are the hardwood towers that we have built on the previous episode. So they'll start functioning to their full capabilities hopefully soon. What I might do also is actually downgrade these to only have 2 workers each. That way we can just kind of free up some living space in this area. And we just need some more homes. Okay, we might try and do a little bit more dock work, maybe just a little bit here. Leave this a little plain, detail it out in a different ways. I don't want to go full on crazy with the docks on this town. I prefer doing that on like a river town, so like something that say about like right here, or here's a good straight section, so that'd be a good one. But you know, it's a slow process trying to move away from your main hamlets. As you can see, the 2 main hamlets down here, it's quite a long jaunt through this woods. In fact, what I need to do is go ahead and delete a lot of these trees. Not only do we need wood, but I also need to be able to kind of see through here again. I kind of abandoned this last time because it wasn't really going to work out for us because we didn't have the population for it. But now we can actually try and gather up some of these raw materials, actually get a road through here. Roads are super important. They increase your traveling speed of your people, and when they have to walk a long way like we do, it becomes very important to at least have a dirt road. It's just very necessary. And look at them go, they're little ants bustling about across a bridge in between the 2 towns. Now, I turned off our iron factories right now, our smeltery and foundry. That is simply due to the reason that we have plenty of iron currently. And so I'm not overly worried about that right now. And we have a decent amount of tools. So as long as we have a decent amount of tools and some iron in reserves, we're okay. Right now, it's basically just becoming another food issue and a coldness issue. So you'll also notice in the main town, I built a tailor shop, which is really good. And there is, with the mod, a home that comes with a tailor shop, which I think fits right up over this, and it gets a little kind of walkway staircase over here. We didn't have room. So what I did was I actually attached it to the back of the trader's post. And as you can see, it just makes it look like there's a back staircase. I really like, you know, things like that to this game. You can kind of make things work and in funny, kind of interesting ways. Okay, we're really low on food now. That's a big problem. Big problem. I think we'll be okay as long as we can get to the harvest season. Like, I might have to harvest these at 80% or so, just so we can, you know, get some buffer food. But next episode, we're going to be trying to include some farms with our farmland here along the waterways. We're going to try and get some more domesticated animals up through here. I think on either side of this. I think that would look nice. Keep that country feel. So whenever people are kind of walking through, there's always going to be like this little house and ranch, especially along the water. As we go into woods, like I think I want to have a connecting point out here somewhere. You know, we might do 2 gatherers huts there, and that'll really supplement food and pull that from those regions. So, you know, food management is super important in this game and something that I need to do better with. Definitely need to do better with that. This new structure over here that actually just got finished, I was going to talk about it. One, I don't know what this is, and I wanted to give it a shot. I don't know what garden workplace is. But we have this. This is a greenhouse. Greenhouses are used to grow decorative resources, to plant trees and other decorative elements. And I figured since up here is kind of the forestry area, it would make sense to have the greenhouse up here as well. I'm really curious to know what this garden workplace is, though. I have no clue. Let's see. Garden workplace. Might not be included with Colonial Charter. It might be from a different mod. I think it's a different mod. Well, that's interesting. It's a different mod, I suppose. We'll find out. I hired someone there. Hopefully, something will bear fruit. Anyways, and that's it for this episode of Banished. I hope you guys kind of like the newer format. We got a lot done. It might not seem like that, but with the speed build section in there, it's essentially 2 episodes in one. It's about an hour's worth of footage cut down, and hopefully you guys are liking this. So, do leave a comment down below. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to me for more critical goodness such as this, and I will see you guys in the next episode.